back to try baling the Teff. All around us has gotten rain. My sister got rain. Got rain over by my dad's house. Didn't rain at his house, but over that direction. I actually went and got some hay preservative, some AGCO stuff. That was the only place that had any in stock ready to buy. And we've actually got a sprayer on the four-wheeler up here. We're going to spray that on the windrow ahead of the baler because I don't have an applicator on the baler, obviously. It's just a little tough. It's not even really wet or green. It's just right there on the verge where, you know, a lot of it will probably be okay, but some of it will definitely mold, or maybe not mold, but it'll get musty. You can't be having mustiness. We're going to go ahead and start baling here. Hopefully we don't get a pop-up shower. Calculated the flow rate of the sprayer on the four-wheeler, and depending on how heavy the hay is, it'll be hard to tell, but he's going to spray some on a windrow. I'm going to bale it, and that'll give us an idea of how many is in each windrow and how fast he needs to go. That's spraying the acid down. We are baling, finally. We are spraying some acid on with the four-wheeler. I don't have an applicator on the baler, as I said, but it's not super wet. It's just a little bit tough. I had Dad bring his moisture meter over. Mine's not very accurate. I need to throw it away. Anywhere from 15 to just under 20. So, you know, it's not super bad, but it's questionable. So I'm glad we got this acid to put on here. We're going to see how it does. Never used acid before. So hopefully it works out good. Punching some bales out. These are some big old windrows, but they compress in. You know, these windrows, some of these windrows are bigger than what I baled first cutting on this orchard grass alfalfa mix. And, but you see how spaced out the bales are. It's packing it in pretty tight. This in the back of the field. It's in the shade already. That's why I wanted to bale this first. It'll get the toughest the first. So this along the woods here is always greener and heavier. So luckily we got this acid, but I'm sure these bales are not going to be light. All right, we're going to get out and check some. This will be the first I check down here. I know it's got to be a little bit wetter down here. These windrows are big, and it's shaded most of the time. So they look greener. I know they are greener. Oh yeah, it's definitely greener. A little heavier. Got some green clumps in it. Let's see what happens here. Check this multiple times. Get a different number every time, which you know how that is. That's the highest number I've gotten right there. That's terrible. There must be one green clump in there or something. I got 24, 20, 30, jeez. 21. back in the back. That little piece out there in the middle of the field, we did that. That was actually pretty decent moisture. Right here is pretty good, decent moisture. The moisture back in the back, it's in the shade half the day. It's pretty high moisture, but it's not getting any drier. So, you know, it's just one of those things where you just got to make the best of it. We put a little bit higher rate of that preservative on it, hoping that'll help. The bales aren't real heavy, but the moisture meter, you know, it says they're anywhere from 20 to 30%. So this out here, you know, 20 is kind of the top. You might get a clump every now and then it's a little over 20, but for the most part, we're in the mid to upper teens, which isn't, you know, overly dry, but it's fairly dry compared to what I was thinking it was. So we're gonna get this bale and we'll start hauling tonight. Hopefully we can get it all up on a couple trailers. We'll see. Last I looked, we had about 166 on the counter. That was before we even came to this part here, so we're probably getting close to 200 right now. Nearing the end of the Teff first cutting here. It's about 6:30. Clouds are rolling in. Hopefully the rain holds off. We're almost done. I'm running about 5.5. Well, no, I'm not running that fast right now. About 4.5 miles an hour right now. But over here, I've been running 5.5 to 6, just because it's so much thinner. Jump across the ditch right here and do this little knob here. The last windrow of the day. Woohoo! That's all she wrote. Got the bales. We got 2 tiers here, 25, that's 50. 4 on top, 54. 5 right there. We got 59 bales on the trailer right now. So that's probably going to be roughly 300 left in the field so far. We are getting ready to unload a little bit of this wagon. Got 183 bales on here. We're not probably going to unload all of it. It's in the heat of the day. I just want to get some off. Hay stacked on a wagon does not keep very well. So since this is a little bit higher moisture hay, I want to get it out off the wagon and in the barn as soon as possible. Generally, when you stack it on a wagon, it's stacked tighter, so it can't breathe as well. Anything on the deck, if you leave it on there for even just a few days, you're gonna pay for it. Especially if there's any extra moisture in it at all. Bales of Teff. 6 layers high. Five tiers long, and we got a partial tier there on the front. We're gonna pull up and then back up to this door here, and we're gonna hopefully put all this load in this barn right here. This is where we keep the round baler. I got some of that alfalfa stacked in here, just kind of miscellaneous stuff in here. We'll see if we can get it. I don't know if we got enough room to get the wagon up here lengthways because we got a fence on this other end. We usually pull up and back it straight up to the barn, but Dad took his loader off and now his couplers are messed up and he just hasn't got around to getting new couplers. He can't get them attached, so he can't get the loader back on the tractor. So we got that and a pile of lime here in the way. Here it is. We got a layer of old hay in here that keeps the bottom bales from being ruined. I got some alfalfa that has some grass in it here that I pulled out, and then this back here is straight alfalfa. About 70 bales in there. There's the round baler, AR770A. Bought brand new in 2005, so it don't seem like it's 15 years old, but it is. All right, I better help him get backed up here. This over here is the Teff, stacked all the way back. This is the existing hay that was here. Some orchard grass mixed in with some alfalfa. It's 183 bales of Teff right here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see in here. Well, you can kind of see. It goes all the way back to the thing. And you can just see where I threw some bales up there on top. But I got some people. Hold on one second here. I gotta unhook this strap. He's gonna take it out there with him. Anyways, I got some people that have already said they want the alfalfa, which is actually behind this stack here, so we'll have to move it. But they might take this here too, because this is, I've culled this out because it has grass in it, but it's probably between 80 and 90% alfalfa with some grass. There's a couple bales in there that are mostly grass, you know, but I mean, it's all good hay. There ain't nothing wrong with it. So hopefully whoever comes and gets it first would like to take these bales as well, but we'll see. So, all right, that's one load unloaded. My hope is if I can get someone to come and get that hay there, that alfalfa, I'll put the trailer load right in here, and this will all be Teff here. But if not, we'll have to just stick it in one of the other buildings or something. So, all right, guys, that's first cutting Teff. We ended up with 386 bales, and I've been calling it 10 acres. I don't really know. It's probably not quite 10. That whole field is 15 acres. So it's probably more like 9 and 6. It's probably closer to what it really is. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for all the support. Let me know if you have any questions, guys. This is my first time ever making Teff. It's extremely tough to get dry in our climate, but we got it. We put some acid on, try to preserve it. See how it works. First time ever using acid too. So Franklin County Forage out.